Does he care about you? Maybe you're wondering if the narcissist, the toxic guy, the person that's in your life, does he actually care about you? Maybe that question even kind of pushes you back, being a little bit like, of course he cares about me, because you can't imagine a reality of him actually not caring about you. But even in that moment, there's still a piece inside your soul and inside your heart that kind of speaks to you for a moment of like, but is that actually true? Because I want you to consider what you might be believing, what you might be thinking in this current moment might not be 100% true. Let me explain, let me tell you why. When we're talking about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, and we're talking about the toxic guy that's in your life right here, right now, there's this question that gets put into your mind over and over, wondering what is actually real, and is it real that this person cares about me or that he doesn't care about me? And you get put in a place of, oftentimes we'll call it limbo or confusion, or you can call it cognitive dissonance, all the different words that leave you in a spot of just not knowing what's true. How do I actually know? Is this person showing up in a way that's loving and caring? Is this person actually here? And do they actually mean it? Because he says one thing. He says that he loves you. He says that he cares about you. But in reality, does he? In reality, is he actually showing up in a way that loves you? That shows up that he respects you? That shows up that he cares about you? This is one of the most confusing questions and the confusing answers that people have when they get to narcissistic abuse. Does this person care? I want you to consider for a moment just the aspect of demonstration. What does the word demonstration even mean? Well, demonstration is the aspect of you seeing something shown to you. You seeing what you think shown to you and actually getting validated of like, okay, that's actually true. That's actually what I think. You being able to see facts, you being able to see evidence of something that you think is true actually coming to fruition by it actually being true. When something is demonstrated, there is evidence that is shown of your hypothesis. The thing that you're thinking, the thing that you want to believe, you then see evidence, you see a demonstration of what is happening. When your relationship, you've seen lots of demonstrations, but they don't match up to what you've been telling yourself. They don't match up to what he's been telling you. They don't match up at all. So you're left in a place of limbo. You're left in a place of cognitive dissonance, which is simply, what do I believe? Do I believe his words or do I believe his actions? Do I believe that he loves me or do I believe that he hates me? Now, this can be really hard because when you get to this spot, you want to take your thoughts, your personality, your idea of the world and put it on him. But I'm loving and caring, so why wouldn't he be loving and caring? Well, he's not like you. Well, I'm empathetic and I care about people and I really do love him. Well, he's not like you. I want you to consider as very closed and small-minded when you assume that everybody else is just like you. They're not. While it'd be great to be able to think everybody loves each other and is willing to engage with life the same exact way as you, not everybody is like that. So when you start looking at him and thinking, well, maybe he'll figure this out, well, maybe he'll have this, well, maybe, but it's all your thoughts put on him, it's not going to work. So people get stuck thinking, well, he cares about me because he says he cares about me and I care about him, so therefore he must care about me. Wrong. It doesn't actually mean anything if you care about him. The hard part in this is trying to help you understand that your view of him and how you think about him and how you care about him doesn't matter at all. Because he doesn't care what you think about him. He's caring about what he's thinking about himself. He's caring about how he's looking to himself, his image to himself. He doesn't care about you. There you go. That's the answer to the whole video. He doesn't care about you. And you stop watching now. He doesn't care about you. And it is shown and it is demonstrated by his actions. So while you're left here thinking, but I have all this empathy, I have all this love, I have all this care for him, so certainly he loves me. Okay, then prove it. Prove how he actually loves you. Ask the narcissist in your life, ask him this simple question. What is it that you love about me? What is it that you really love about me? And watch how the answer comes back to be about him and about your body. That's it. Him and about your body. Well, what I love about you is how you make me feel. What I love about you is how we're so great together. What I love about you is how sexy you look. Right? Like he will find anything and everything, but will actually not be able to find intrinsic worth, intrinsic value, because all he's looking at is the surface of you and the surface of what he gets. Narcissists love to be able to use and manipulate for what they want. But then you're left thinking, well, does that mean he never cared at all? Here's the hard part is you want to look back at the past 20 years and tell yourself, no, there is actually care. There is actual love. What I have you understand is you don't fall in and fall out of love. You consciously make a choice to be in love or to not be in love. You consciously make a choice to continue to love a person, to continue to invest in that person, to continue to care about the person or not. So when some people are like, but he used to love me, that's great. If you want to believe that, that's great. I'm going to ask you, what is happening now? You're like, but I know he loves me because he's shown up before, because of this happened, because of this happened. And then I ask, well, where is he now? Because it doesn't matter how much this person, quote unquote, loved you in the past. If he's not present now, who cares? Because he's not actually helping you grow and develop you. In fact, he's probably hurting you more from the simple fact that he got so close to you and then ripped your heart out and ran away with another woman. But you'll start to believe and you'll start to think and you'll start to question and doubt and break down every single thing in the past, being like, wait a second, I know he loved me. I know he cares about me. Did he really? Because he's not here now. He's not showing love now. He's not demonstrating care now. He's not demonstrating respect now. But you'll start to believe a lie that this person cares about you. Because he's told you, because you've conditioned yourself to believe it, all of these things will continue to show up. And you'll be left thinking, but, well, wait a second. Let's just stop and take a look at what's the evidence. Does he actually care about you? Explain to me how he cared about you when he was gaslighting you. When he was convincing you that you were crazy, but that you saw texts on his phone from another woman. How is that love? How is that love when he was belittling you and slowly putting you down as you walked out of the bedroom in that dress and he's like, you're going to wear that tonight? Talk to me about how he was loving and caring for you when he was triangulating you in front of other people. When he was pitting you against your kids and all of a sudden you're at a place thinking that your kids hate you and the kids think that you hate them and there's this big divide. Tell me how he loved you. And the list can go on and on. The reason why I'm using these examples, the reason why I'm saying this is because if you don't get clear on what's actually happening, you're going to continue to fall prey to a toxic guy. Whether it's this one or the next one, doesn't matter. It's going to still keep happening over and over and over and over again, simply because you're unwilling to see a different version of what's actually happening. You're going to continue to tell yourself it's okay. You're going to continue to tell yourself, well, he cares about me, with no demonstration, with no evidence, with no facts about the situation, and you're left seeing and believing a lie. A lie that he's impressed upon you. A lie that he's told you for so many years. Until you get to the place that you believe it and question yourself. Maybe it's just you. Maybe it's your fault. Maybe if you would have said something different. Maybe if you would have loved him better. Maybe if you had given him more sex. Maybe, and the list goes on and on and on of all the things of the maybes that you could have done better or different that would have actually gotten through. Now, I remember talking to one lady one time and she was talking about like, well, maybe I could have confronted him a little bit differently and then he wouldn't have blown up and he wouldn't have left me. And I'm like, how many years were we together? And she was like, 35. I was like, okay, in the 35 years, how many times did you try to communicate differently? She was like, almost every day. I was like, okay, take 35, multiply it by 365 times. How many times do you have? Big number, right? Big number. And so I was like, okay, so in your mind right now, you're telling me that if you would have had one more time on top of that big number, then it would have finally worked. And she was like, I see what you mean. You'll continue to tell yourself a lie about the narcissist. You'll continue to tell yourself a lie, believing all of this stuff he's put you through over and over and over again. And you'll question yourself. You'll question your worth. You'll question your value. You'll question, did he actually care about me? And the biggest answer I would put with this was, how is he demonstrating it now? Whether or not you want to believe it in the past, I don't really know what to tell you there. But what I do know is what we can talk about is right here, right now. You sitting and watching this video probably means that he doesn't care about you. You're like, what? Well, yeah, because why would you be on a channel of a narcissist who's trying to be able to help liberate women that are trapped in toxic relationships, how to help them find freedom, confidence, clarity, certainty in their lives, and to get away from abusive guys, of just how I used to be, to give you closure of, hey, this is what's going on. Why else would you be here unless there's a piece of you, logically or emotionally, that got pricked saying, wait a second, there's something wrong in my relationship and I need to actually take a deeper look. And so you're here. So we're having this one-way conversation across YouTube or a podcast. And so inside of this conversation, I need you to understand that if you're stuck in the place of thinking that he cares, and you're ignoring all the evidence, you're ignoring all the facts, you're ignoring all the lack of demonstration of that care, you're slowly building the prison walls for your own prison. You're putting brick by brick down and putting the bars in place so that you can stay trapped in this relationship forever. The question is, are you willing to do something about it? Or will you continue to believe a lie that he cares about you when he's never even shown it, when he's never demonstrated it? And while currently right now, he's not demonstrating it all. If you want to learn more about this, go to rawmotivations.com. We'd love to help you move forward inside of your healing, to help you go from trapped to freedom, to find your purpose, your clarity, your confidence, your certainty in who you actually are once again. If I can help with that, go to rawmotivations.com today.